Hello, my name is Charles Frump and I'm the Managing Director for Volvo Cars here in India, and I'm here today to raise awareness about air quality levels in India. To be honest, terrible. Clearly a lot of these, the air quality problems are faced, mostly in some of the big cities, but you see, that this is actually a wider spread phenomenon all over India. So we see some, in addition to, pollutants from internal combustion engines, we also see it from fire burning and many of and pollutants from various sources. So it's become not just an urban problem, but a bigger problem in general. What we've done is we've really focused on the people that are the real mind changers in this country, which are the children. And so we're going out to schools, and we're doing events where kids can learn, what is air quality index? What can I do to protect myself and my family from poor air quality? We're doing do-it-yourself air quality improvement kits in these sessions, and I think it's really going to have a big influence. Basically, that filters out over 90% of the PM 2.5, the very small particles that cause this air quality to be poor in outside the car. You can take the AQI, the air quality index, inside the car versus outside the car, and when you sit in the car, you start it, and immediately it just starts to drop very, very quickly down to a safe level. We are a Swedish company, and I think that as we take that clean air for granted, but we also want to make sure that that Swedish quality air is an opportunity for everyone to have, especially here in India. We're talking about a paradigm shift when you're going from internal combustion engines to electrified engines. And one thing I really appreciate is the government's focus on this. So taking the leap from BS4, completely skipping a BS5, I think is a great initiative. In fairness, I think people like to take some pot shots at the government on these. I think we need to really help them, to work with them, to understand what are the options, how do we bridge a gap between internal combustion engines to electrification. But I really appreciate the fact that they know where they want to go, and that is very much in line with our vision as well. I think it's fantastic, and the vision of India having a huge number of electrified cars on the road, or 100% electrified cars on the road by 2030, is very much in line with our vision to have 1 million electrified cars on the road globally by 2025. So I think that this, from a Volvo perspective, is very positive, and we look forward to working with the government to figure out, what are the steps to get there, because we would like to be, I think, a guiding star for other auto manufacturers in making this great vision of India happen. So Volvo is a brand that has always been and will always be a leader in safety. And I think it's particularly true here in India, where we've taken now and brought our very best radar-based technology to India that quite frankly, no one has even gotten close to. I think that the gap in safety of our cars versus others is even wider in India than in other places. Absolutely. I say that because it has to work in the most difficult conditions, and every country has pockets of very difficult conditions. So, and if it doesn't work there, it doesn't work. So eventually it has to be able to work here, as it will have to work everywhere. Will it take a little longer? I think so. But I absolutely think it's possible and must happen eventually here in India.